In today's video, guys, you are welcome. So today let's focus on normal distribution. Normal distribution. So normal distribution is nearly similar to sampling distribution. When you know normal distribution, then automatically it will be easy to know the sampling distribution. The difference is that in the sampling distribution, you are given the sample. Unfortunately, in the normal distribution, it is rare to find a sample. So let's do it by example. This is the formula for normal distribution. You standardize your x to z. From there, after standardizing your x to z, from there you'll go to your z table. Then you will search for the appropriate number that you are looking for, or the answer that you are looking for. So in the statement, they say a parcel delivery company has found that the delivery time of a parcel to clients in the Durban metropolitan area after airport collection is normally distributed with a mean delivery time equal to 45 minutes is our mean, and they say a standard deviation of 8 minutes. We have the standard deviation of 8 minutes. Let's focus on this information of the standard deviation of 8 minutes. Standard deviation of 8 minutes. From there, let's make it green. From there, we have standard deviation is 8 minutes. Our mean delivery is 45 minutes. Let's make it red. So these are our two major things that we know. We know mean is 45. Standard deviation is 8. Here comes the question. What is the probability that a random selected parcel will take between 45 and 51 minutes to deliver to the client? Then what is the probability between 45 and 51? Here it is. That's why you said the probability that is between 45 and 51. Here we said x. Then if you don't want to say x, you can write z. There is no problem. As long as you are continuing, you will standardize it to z. You may write it as x or you may write it as z. There's no problem. Don't forget that in our normal distribution, then we say x. When we standardize x, we say x minus mean divided by the standard deviation. From there, that's why here we said our x, since we want the probability that our delivery will be between 45 and 51 minutes, then that's why here we denoted this by x. X is in between, then we said 45 minus 45 divided by 8. Here's our 45 minutes, here's our 45 of mean divided by 8, which for standard deviation is equals to 0. From there, in this side we said 51 minus 45 divided by 8. Don't forget that this 51 is our minutes, this 45 is our mean, this 8 is our standard deviation. There it was equals to 0.75. From then, now here I wrote it as z. Then I said the probability between 0 and 0.75. This 0 is the answer that we got when we use this formula. This is not the final answer. We are going to approach the final step where we are going to look for the final answer. Then we want the answer between 0 and 0.75. This is our 0. We wrote it here. This is our 0.75. We wrote it here. You must draw this graph so that you may be able to solve your question properly. Here is 0.75. Then they say we want the probability that is between. That means is this shaded side. Each and every time, the area that you are looking for, you must shade it so that you may not make a mistake. Then 0.75, it will be this portion. It will be B. Then we must find this area before we can find the area of A, which is what is required. Then we have to go on the table, our Z table. On our Z table, we are going to search for 0.75. Let's do it this way. Here it is, our table. We are going to search for 0.75. Here's 0.7. From here, we are going to look for 0.5. Here's 0.5. Then where they intersect, that's where we want that the value that we are going to write. They intersect here. That's why it's 0.2734. That's why here we said 0.2734. Then is our B. Since we want our B and we know that this thing is symmetrical, this shape must be symmetrical, meaning this side is equals to this side, and all the area from this infinity to this infinity, our answer is 1. That means this side, all of it is 0.5. That's why here set A plus B is equals to 0.5. Don't forget our B, we got 0.2734. That's why here we said A plus 0.2734 is equals to 0.5. From there, our A is equals to 0.2266. That's why we said the probability that is between 45 and 51 is equals to 0.2266. This is the answer that they want there. This area, this shaded area. The second question, it says, what is the probability that that a random selected parcel will take less than 48 minutes to deliver? Less than 48 minutes. Take care of this with less than, not 48 minutes, but less than, and not between or greater than, but less than. Here, that's why we said x is less than 48. From there, we standardize it by saying 48 minus 45 divided by 8. Our answer was 0.375. Then we draw this graph, then we shade the part that we are looking for. They say they want less than 48, and our 48, don't forget, when we standardized it, we got 0.375. That means they want this portion, all of it, less than. That's why we shaded all this part, A, B. We shaded all of them. From there, first, let's look for C before we can find this portion. Since we know, automatically we know our A is 0.5. Since this thing is symmetrical, according to the probabilities of normal distribution, then we know, or this part, all of it is 0.5. So let's look for C first. Then when we got C, we will be able to find B. Then our 0.375, we have to go to the table. When we go to the table, we search for 0.375. Since we know it is impossible to get 0.375, you are going to round it to two decimal places. It's going to be 0.38. You will not find 0.375 on the set table. You will find 0.38 or 0.37. But if it was 0.374, we're going to stick on 0.37. But now it's 0.375. Then we're going to say 0.38. 0.38. Here is our 0.3. Let's go until we find 0.38, 0.38, 0.38. Here it is. It's 0.1480. That's why here we said 0.1480. Then B plus C is equals to 0.5. We know B plus C is equals to 0.5. Then we want our B. Then we said B plus 0.1480 is equals to 0.5. Then we made B the subject of the formula. It is 0.352. This B here is 0.352. Then is not the final answer. We want the area that is less than 48. Then we are going to say the answer that we got, B plus A, then is our final answer, which is less than 48. That's why we said 0.352 plus 0.5. Then we got 0.852. The probability that z is less than 48 minutes is 0.852. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget to comment, to share, or to like and to subscribe. Thank you very much. If you have a question, drop it in the comment section. Thank you.